Yo, what's up, guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we are learning a little bit about Australia. This is the Emu War. I hope I'm saying that right. Oversimplified. Emu War. So, Travis requested this video, and
I love you.
thank you so much. That's how you request a video. That's very good timing. Thank you, Aussie Deb, for this request. So, guys, this is how you request videos through Buy Me a Coffee, okay? Let me just read what Travis said. He says, oh, yes, we also did have a whole official war against some birds, which is recorded. Okay, let's check this out then. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, join us on Twitch. We're live right now, and let's learn a little bit about Australia. If you want to watch this video without my reaction, link is in the description. Go straight over there and then come back. Let's go.
This is Australia. For the man who imagines being strangled by a tarantula while a kangaroo breaks his kneecaps and thinks,
You know what this reminded me of? I'm sorry for pausing so early, but this reminded me of something you guys requested previously, which was a parody of Heya, but it was Straya. Straya. Remember that? Anyways, let's go.
This is Australia. For the man who imagines being strangled by a tarantula while a kangaroo breaks his kneecaps and thinks, yes please. For the man who pictures himself being eaten by a snake in the burning outback while eating a Vegemite sandwich and thinks, yes please. And that man was Governor Arthur Phillip, who landed in Eastern Australia in 1788, presumably saw a dingo being eaten by a crocodile, being eaten by a death adder, being eaten by a koala, being eaten by Mel Gibson, and thought to himself,
Mel Gibson.
Yes. Good. Now I know what you're thinking. But oversimplified,
so sarcastic.
The British didn't discover Australia, the Vikings did. And you'd be
Is
wrong.
it?
I'm not sure why you think that. But hey.
Oh, I fell right into that one. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna start listening before I ask questions. But this reminds me so much of was it History of the World? There's like this very famous famous kind of like history video. I think it's History of the World, the name of it. I'll double check. But this is so nice. We're only 1 minute in, and the humor here is awesome.
If you love Vikings so much, then why don't you check out today's sponsor? Vikings War of Clans was inspired by the PC strategy and RPG by downloading Vikings for free, only from my links in the description box below, and get the special bonus of 200 gold coins and a protective shield. Buy! Man, this is great. The market will continue to grow forever. But what if it doesn't? Oh crap, I never thought of that. Sell! And the stock market crashed, which led to economic downturn, which meant banks wouldn't lend anyone any money, which led to more economic downturn, which meant everyone stopped buying stuff, which led to more economic downturn. And hey, what if all the crops in the Great Plains were destroyed in a drought and then a big dust storm engulfed the area? That's right, more economic downturn. And in an effort to combat the crisis, America began imposing tariffs on foreign imports, which made the economic downturn go global, and the earth got really depressed. But one nation that was...
And that's happening again now.
Hit harder than most by the whole affair, Australia. The problem for Australia was that it relied heavily on its export industries, and in the current economic climate, no one was buying. To make things worse, Australia had introduced its own currency and pegged it onto the gold standard via the British pound, but then the UK started messing with its own peg on the gold standard, and if this is starting to sound confusing, then let me oversimplify it for you. Hey,
you guys have dollars,
looks like
right?
My car's broken down. Want to give me a tow? No problem, friend. I got you.
They all fell together.
More economic downturn.
Wow.
The point I'm trying to make is things weren't good, and in particular, it was Australia's farmers that were suffering most. After the First World War, Australia had given returning veterans land for farming, but with the current economic crisis, the farmers just weren't making enough money, and many left to go find work in the cities. But for those who remained, things were about to get even worse.
You gotta protect the farmers because...
Before we get in...
How can I take this seriously? How can I take this seriously, man? The ostrich just staring at us. So you changed to dollars in 1966. Wow. 14th of February. Wait, Valentine's Day. You got to protect the farmers. They're the ones who bring food to the table. Like they're literally the ones who who bring food. Literally, like, why wouldn't you? I never understood this. Like, why do people not give farmers the worth they deserve? you know, I don't know. I literally don't know. A lot of people look down on farmers, and I can't understand it.
Worse. Before we get into that, it's time for some cultural exchange. My national bird is the bald eagle. It's a strong patriotic symbol of America and a deeply valued and protected species. My national bird is the peafowl. It's a beautiful creature
That's an
whose vivid
emu.
colors represent India, so we list it as a protected species. My national bird is the emu, and it's a pest.
Emu. What?
Also bloody delicious. Emus, 6 feet tall, 90 to 120 pounds, and able to run at speeds up to 40 miles per hour, usually return to the coast after their breeding season, but suddenly
Wait, isn't it normally like every country kind of like protects their national bird? You guys eat it? What? What?
they found Western Australia full of lush, wet farmland. Oh my, look at all this delicious wheat that just so happens to be growing here in large quantities. Hey guys, get a load of this. You know, my, look at all this
This is such a great video.
Hey, who left this big hole in the fence? Guys, get a load of this. Oh wow.
And that's it.
What a lovely morning for some farming. What? Those damned emus, they have it in for me. They're bullies. They're nothing but bullies. Calm down, Bruce. They're just animals. It's not personal. Hey, Farmer Bruce, where did you find that hat? The toilet? Yes. 20,000 emus
Yes.
cost the already struggling farmers millions more pounds in lost crops and damages. The situation couldn't continue like this. Something had to be done. So in 1932, the farmers turned to the government for help. You'd think they'd go to the Minister of Agriculture, but these farmers said no. This is a job for the military. So they went to George Pierce, the Minister of Defense. That's right. Australia was to go to war with the emus. But not everyone...
Wait a second. This kind of feels like it's a great plot for a movie. Like, have you seen the... You know those type of movies like I don't want to say the word, but it's a drug bear or Sharknado. I feel like this would be a great plot. Going to war against the emus and just making a very kind of like satirical video on it.
Not everyone was happy with the idea. This is barbaric. We can't go slaughtering thousands of our own national bird. Oh, come on, guys. The machine guns will make it quick and painless. Machine guns?
Machine
You're using
guns?
machine guns? This is animal cruelty. Look, I know it's unusual, but it's not like we're poachers turning the birds into feather hats. Think of the benefits. It'll be good target practice for our boys.
Wow.
The government can show it took action. Plus, I can get myself a nice new feather hat. Did I say feather hat? I meant I want to together chat with you. About getting you all some nice new feather hats. Did I say feather hats? I meant I want to wage terror at these emus and turn them all into feather hats. Damn it! Of course, Pierce first made the farmers sign an agreement saying that they would pay for the whole thing and that Pierce wouldn't take any of the blame if the operation, that was clearly very stupid, turned out to indeed be stupid, and the operation went ahead. Major G.P.W. Meredith and his men were sent with 2 Lewis machine guns to hunt down and take out the evil emu.
Thank you, Aussie Deb, for the coffee request. What? They actually used machine guns.
And were sent with 2 Lewis machine guns to hunt down and
Lewis
take out the
machine
evil emu
guns.
population in Western Australia. Target spotted. Well,
Did they at
was
least-
it an emu? No, sir. It's an emo. Damn it, Jones. Learn your vowels.
Learn
I'm
your
sorry.
vowels.
Okay, it looks like the
I'm
humans are
sorry.
coming for us. But check this out. I've come up with an amazing plan. See if you
Wait, did they at least use the meat to feed people or what?
can follow me here, okay? When they approach, we run away. Sir, you're a genius. Pierce sent a camera crew along with the machine gunners to capture some good old propaganda for the government, and the first battle took place in November.
They filmed
at
it?
Campion. The men spotted a mob of emus from a distance, so they set up their guns and opened fire. The emus split up into smaller groups and ran in every direction. The men were only able to kill what they called a number of birds, but the vast majority got away. Cut! Surprisingly, many of the emus were able to take multiple bullets, but still run at full speed to safety,
Wow.
causing Meredith to compare
full
them to
speed.
tanks, saying if we
Thank you for the coffee request. Thank you so much, Aussie Deb.
had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world. Okay, we need to get closer.
Wait a second. Do you think that would actually work?
But still run at full speed to safety, causing Meredith to compare them to tanks, saying if we had a military division with the bullet-carrying capacity of these birds, it would face any army in the world.
But was it their skin, their fur, or just the meat on them that actually made them, or the resistance to pain? Because if it's their fur, then you can actually think of using it for kind of like well, although it did pierce them, right? I was thinking something kind of more around padding. I don't know. That was a direct quote. I can't believe we lost the war.
Okay, we need to get closer. No, you idiots, not to me, to the emus. Oh, sorry. No.
Stay.
I like it. So next, they tried sneaking up on a large number of emus near a local dam and firing at short range. Maybe the men were just unlucky, but my professional opinion says the emus were magic, because both guns jammed after just 12 emus were killed, and once again, the rest got away. Cut! The men were feeling a little humiliated after losing to a pack of discount ostriches, so they decided to move further south where the emus were said to be tamer. And this time, they had a new strategy. Okay, Jones, here's the plan. You mount the machine gun in the back, I'll chase the emus, you shoot. Got it? Got it.
Dude, this could be definitely could be a video game.
I'm gonna shove that camera up your... The operation was a fiasco, and the press had a field day.
Emus
In
for
Parliament,
emus.
Pierce was lambasted,
Emus.
and an opposition party member suggested that medals should be handed out to the emus, who had won every round so far. Pierce, feeling quite humiliated, called the operation off, but 4 days later the farmers approached again and said, "Hey man, the emus are still eating all our crops. Can you send the..."
But then again, why did they send farmers? Why didn't they send hunters? Because it was on the it was in the benefit of the farmers. That's why, right? And they had to pay for it. But they could have hired hunters.
Army back out here? And Pierce was like, yeah, okay. So the operation was back on for round 2. And this time Meredith and his men had learned the emus' guerrilla tactics and were much more successful, with reports suggesting the men were cutting down 300 emus every week. I hope you boys are getting great footage of this. What on earth are you filming? Despite the success, the media had lost interest in the whole thing. But with 1,000 emus killed, Pierce finally ended the operation and returned to Parliament declaring victory for the humans. So there were...
I do have a question. What is it with Mel Gibson in Australia? Like, what is it?
20,000 emus out there destroying crops, and you've killed 1,000. Meaning there's still 19,000 emus out there. Yep. And in addition, you've burned through 10,000 rounds of ammunition. Meaning you wasted 10 rounds per confirmed kill. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this one for the emus. At least I got a feather hat. What? So in the end, the emus won the Great Emu War of 1932. And the emus continued to wreak havoc on the farmers for years to come. The government introduced a bounty system.
Was he hugging a kangaroo? Dude, that is the most Australian photo I've seen today. Mel Gibson is Australian. What? Mel Gibson is Australian? What? Is he? Wow. But do you guys disown him? Is that it?
For years to come. The government introduced a bounty system, which saw some success. But for a moment, let's take some time to remember the brave men who said goodbye to their families and risked their lives to take on the great, evil emu population in Western Australia.
That was the...
But even more importantly, let's think of the friends they made, the bond they created, and the memories they shared.
Take me home to golden fields and sights.
Dude, this is so sarcastic. I love it. And they have the emo music.
Where the heart lies with stories on.
Hey, guys? I solved the emu crisis. Really? How? I just made some better fences.
Wow. Wow. That's all they needed? Fences? Wow. This is such a great channel, guys. Go check it out. The channel name is Oversimplified. That is such a nice video about Australia and the Emu War. I had no idea this was the thing, but you know, that's pretty cool. If you want to go and support them, please do. Link is in the description. And that was such a fun educational video. I hope you enjoyed this reaction as well. Guys, let's learn more about Australia. Thank you, Travis, for suggesting or for requesting this video, rather. Sorry. Thank you for the coffee. It was really enjoyable. And guys, remember, when you buy me a coffee and you request a video, you keep me here full-time on YouTube. So thank you so much for your support. And let's go over here to Australia playlist. See you soon and join us on Twitch. Bye-bye.